Hey, what's up everybody? So in this video I'm going to talk about teaching English abroad, pros and cons, things that you need to know if you've been thinking about coming out here to Asia, and when things open up again and travel occurs, what to expect. So these guys keep waving at me. Coming at you from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. This is the Binh Thanh district. Cool little streets over here, and yeah, it's really nice. So just for context, guys, I taught English in 2011 in Thailand, and I taught at an elementary school, high school, and then I finished off that by teaching at a university. Then I taught English online for a little bit, and now I've fully transitioned to my freelance work, websites, my YouTube channels. I make money from 2 large websites where I'm an affiliate for various products. I have an email list, YouTube, I just do online stuff. So also, just for context, I'm 38, I'm not a kid. And I'm not saying that because like, oh, I think I look so young. I just get comments from people assuming that I'm in my 20s and I'm not. And so I've been doing this for 10 years. And so I just want to give you, I'm just giving you context. I can already tell people who are going to find this video in a month or two and they're just going to assume things. So anyways, teaching English, if you've been thinking about doing it, I definitely recommend doing it. It will change your life. It changed my life, that's for sure. Previously, in another life, when I was back in Connecticut, I used to work at PricewaterhouseCoopers as an internal auditor. And so as an internal auditor, I was working from, I'd get to the office at 8, I wouldn't get home until 8, like literally 12-hour days, and that was a short day. Like that's the kind of profession where it's like a lawyer. You get paid a high salary, but all you do is work. And you have no time for anything else. No time for travel, no time for a relationship, no time to go to the gym. Just get fat and work all the time. And I really hated it. I stuck it up for a year. I was able to, because of the salary and the combination of being in the Air Force, that's what allowed me to pay off my college debt. But then I tried to do the online thing and I failed. Like back in 2010, Like I was trying to like build passive income websites, and like every idiot 20-year-old, like you think of like, oh, okay, I'm gonna quit my job and make money online. It's like I completely failed because it takes a lot longer than you think, because you're jumping into an industry where you have no idea what you're doing. So that's what led me to, sorry guys for the noise. Oh my goodness. You see this everywhere in this country. Anyways, that's how I became an English teacher, because I ended up meeting a Thai girl when I was in Connecticut who became my girlfriend for a period of time, and she was going back to Thailand, and that kind of, it's like, oh, I can go to Thailand. I had no idea. Like I had no idea I could do that and come out here and be a teacher and all that stuff. And that was 10 years ago now. Oh my God. But anyways, that's why I want to bring it up, because like it changed my life, because then obviously I was able to have a job where I was able to have a little bit more free time and transition from PwC, and then have to take the time to learn new skills, and now I can support myself. And so that's why I definitely recommend teaching, because it can give you a path to transition to something else. And so in general, like the biggest mistake personally I see when people come out here teaching English, the biggest mistake is that they tend to get stuck. And so like I've seen it so many times, like people come out here and they're like 27, 28, and it's like, okay, like you're teaching English and you're exploring the world, etc. But then all of a sudden, like you're 33 and you're still doing the same thing. There's plenty of people like that I've met. And so you want to be careful. If you come out here to teach English, whether be it Vietnam or Thailand, have a plan, guys. Like the last thing you want to do is like, because it's fun. Like the reason people get stuck out here, especially guys, it's fun. Plain and simple, it's fun. It's so much fun being out here. And then time goes by quick, and then all of a sudden, like again, you could be in the same situation that you were in when you first came out. And so like you need to have a plan. And so what I mean is like there's nothing wrong with teaching English, because a cultural thing out here too is like you'll find some foreigners who are like embarrassed a little bit to be, not embarrassed, but because like they're English teachers, but they don't want to be English teachers because they want to be doing something else. It's like one of those situations when your ideal self and your real self are out of alignment. And so you'll meet people like that. But in general, like I'm not saying like teaching English is bad, because there's different tiers of teaching English, which is something that people don't often talk about. So for example, like back in Thailand, some of the teachers I worked with there, when we were all making like $1,000 a month and we're quite broke. But a lot of those guys, like a few of those guys, they went back home to England and they got the required certificate to become an actual teacher. And then they went back to Thailand, and then the second time in Thailand, they were working at an international school, and that's a great job. Like I have one friend in Bangkok now, he makes 80,000 baht, that's his salary, and then he gets a housing allowance, and all in all his compensation package is about 90,000 baht. And that's not bad. Like that's like $3,000 or so. It's not a ton of money, but you know, you transition from being just a very simple basic job, being broke basically, because in Thailand there's different tiers of teaching. So like when I first went, I worked at a government school, and those are the easiest jobs to get and also the lowest paying job because they're the easiest. Anyone can do it. Like you literally just need to be a native English speaker with a degree, or if you're a non-native, you just have to have passed the specific test showing proficiency with English and have a degree. Basically it. And so, you know, you want to come out here and make sure that you have some type of plan, because I would suggest coming out here for 2 years, because 1 year is too short. Like if you come out here for 1 year, you're going to really enjoy it, and you're going to want to stay out here for at least another year. And then as you stay out here, make sure you either make a plan to go back home to get a degree to become a more certified teacher so you can land a job at an international school, or do something else, or like be working towards something else. Like my buddy Brad, we were both teachers in the same town, that's how we became friends. And like fast forward 10 years later, he's here as a manager at a startup, educational startup, where he's designing lessons and stuff, because now he has a master's degree because he went to school online and all that stuff. And so he just, you know, he started off where everyone starts off, making $1,000 a month at some dumb teaching job, but kept working. And then same with me, where I came out here and I was like, all right, cool, I got time to actually work on my websites, I got time to actually make videos, I got time to actually do stuff and try things to transition away. And so like I wanted to transition away from teaching, but some people really like the profession and want to make a career out of it. And so I think that's a great idea if you want to make a career out of it, but just make a career out of it. Don't be like what I was talking about before, where you're a dude where you're just doing the same things. I know I met people like that so many times in Thailand because they get used to drinking their cheap beer and their girls and going out on the weekend, and then 5 years later they're still doing the same thing, making no money, and it's terrible. You don't want to be like that. You know? And so those are the primary pros and cons. Like the pros are like it allows you to like see the world, as cliche as that sounds, but the reason that's important is because at least as an American, I know how a lot of Americans are, where most Americans, they kind of just want to like have things handed to them, and they want to like get a job and live where they are and not move and not have that freedom and flexibility. What I mean is, like, I think about my niece, and she's 19 now, and she wants to get a job in Connecticut, and she wants to get an apartment in Connecticut, she wants to get married in Connecticut, she just wants to stay in Connecticut. And it's like the whole big world out there. It's like there's more to the world than Connecticut. And I think a lot of people in America are like that, where wherever it is you're from, you kind of want to stay there. And I can respect that. You know, you get comfortable where you are, but like the nice thing about teaching English abroad is that you start to realize like, oh, I can go anywhere. It's like if you're from Connecticut, like, yeah, you can just go to Florida and get a job. Like, you don't have to stay in Connecticut. You don't have to limit your job search. Or, you know, you can come abroad and have a new experience like this, because you know, you may come abroad like me and be like, oh, I love traveling. Like, I have no desire to ever go back to Connecticut. You know, because my parents always ask me, like, when are you gonna get a normal job? And I'm like, I'm not coming home ever. maybe like when I'm a little bit older or something, but not right now. And so that's it, guys. So, pros and cons. See the world, develop a lot of soft skills. Sorry about the noise. See the world, develop a lot of soft skills, have fun, and that's pretty much it. And then it kind of gives you a leverage into like a new industry if you want to pursue it. So maybe you want to start off as an English teacher in Thailand and do that for a year or two, and then get a master's degree in education or something, and then become an actual teacher, and then come get a job at an international school, and that's a proper career. And then go from there. Do what my friend did, get a master's degree in education and kind of work on like structural design for courses, and that's kind of like what he does now, where he's not in the classroom anymore. Or you could do like what I did, and like what a lot of other people did, like just use teaching to transition from something to something else. I use it as a way to transition to self-employment. But the cons are that you can get stuck. You gotta be careful with that. I'm warning you, don't get stuck. Because like this one guy from Canada back in the town where I used to be an English teacher, he's been there for 15 years, working at the same school, teaching the same class, same subject for 15 years. And he makes like $2,000 something now. He's got like a Thai wife and kids, and like he has no, he doesn't make a lot of money, and just terrible to get yourself stuck in that situation, because like you couldn't go back to Canada. What's he gonna do? Like you get stuck in a situation, so you don't want to get stuck. You want to have a plan. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about teaching English. I definitely recommend it. Just don't get stuck. And that applies as well to teaching English online, because like I have a couple friends in Spain actually, or they were in Spain. They're doing VIP Kid, and like, oh man, with VIP Kid, they were making good money. They were in Spain making like $3,000, $4,000, but they were teaching like 6 days a week for like 8 hours a day. Insane. But like teaching English online like that, that's a treadmill. Like you want to build passive income sources. You want to build assets. You don't want to just like get stuck where all you're doing is like trading your time for money like that, and then you're not building any type of asset for long-term income. You don't want to be stupid like that either. And so it's like, while people look at that and be like, whoa, $4,000, $3,000, whoa, how are you doing? That's amazing. And it is. Making $3,000, $4,000 as self-employment, as a self-employed person. But it's terrible if the money's just strictly coming from trading your time. You should work on other things to, again, free yourself and not get stuck. And so that's pretty much it, guys, for this video with regards to teaching English. A lot of advantages, a lot of disadvantages. Just be careful. Just come out here with a plan, and that's it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be picking a cafe. I don't know, I've never been to Palermo. I'm not sure if this is any good. I know coffee house is pretty good. This looks nice though. Kind of hidden spot. I love Bintan. Bintan's so pretty. Especially like when you get off the main road. I guess we'll check out this place out, Palermo Coffee. Looks like a good work spot. Let's take a look. What is that noise? Is that a dog? What is that too? let me take a quick look at this place. This looks nice. Oh, that's nice. I really enjoy walking around this neighborhood just because you always find cool stuff over here. Random restaurants. Your typical Vietnamese cafe. Jeez. This looks cool. What is this? Oh, massage. Huh. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah. Oh, that looks good too, though. All right, guys. So I'll end the video here. I gotta make a decision about like where I'm gonna work for the next few hours. So, anyways, I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment below. I kind of want to just create a follow-up video to one of my very first videos actually on this channel. about teaching English in Thailand. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Do your own research about like what it's like to teach in different places, because I'm not an expert. Like, I've taught English in Thailand, and I recommend Thailand. I think it's a nice country, and I like Thailand because with Thailand you can get a contract for one school and work a day job. So like Thailand, it's normal to get a job at a school, be working 8:15, you know, to 3:30. There you go. Whereas here in Vietnam, the teachers I've met out here, like, it's really weird out here where they get paid by the hour, but they have to work at like multiple language centers. So they're like working at one language center like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they're working at another center Saturday and Sunday, and it's always nights. And that's annoying. It's like you're always working till like 9 o'clock at night, because like you can get a job at a school here, at an international school, if you have the requirements or the experience. I'm not really sure how it works, but again, like, do your research if you're thinking about coming out to Korea or Vietnam, Thailand. You'll have a great time. Just I keep saying, don't get stuck. Come out here with a plan, and you know, make it happen. All right, guys. So I think Coffee House is calling my name. They have excellent cold brew. Oof, boy, it's hot. They have excellent cold brew. Kind of what I'm in the mood for. Oh man, what a beautiful day. And it's Halloween too. Alright guys, so anyways, I'll just leave it there. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. So have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.